We are a distributor of high quality cookware, restaurant quality cookware that's sold to either chefs or to the general public, generally through e-com. Here we are the distribution fulfillment facility. This is where the product comes in, gets stored, and then eventually gets picked and packed and out the door to the customer.
I mean, being an e-commerce company, yeah, we see the seasonality just around the major holidays, the Memorial Days, the 4th of July, the Labor Days, and especially during Christmas time where we do pretty much a majority of our business.
And so we need to be flexible with our labor to adjust to those demands.
We launched this past January, so here in Selma, I actually only have 3 maiden full-time employees here, and that would be our managers. The rest are all variable operators.
The nice thing about Veryable is that it allows us to adjust to our forecasted demand. So generally we know ahead of time when we're going to have a busy week, so we're able to gear up for those weeks. Likewise, if we know that we're going to get into a little bit of a lull because we've just finished the peak, we don't need to bring in as many associates. It allows us to, ebb and flow with the demand of our product.
It was more just, as we built this business, trying to figure out where we were going to source our labor from. And early on, Veryable did approach us and came up with this solution, which we thought it was very 2023 of this on-demand labor. So we wanted to give that a try while we were ramping up production here, and it just kept working and working and working. So we started out with a project here and gave us a good try to see how the Veryable process worked, bidding out for operators and stuff. We had a great take of our bid, and everyone showed up on time. We knocked out the project that we were trying to do and really gave us a good feeling about the direction we were going. So we just started spooling up from there. It was nice to be able to invite in, a set amount of people to fill an opportunity there. So then we just kept the ones we saw value in and fit our culture here and just kept growing it, our labor pool from that. Labor pool, I think we're tracking around 60 at the moment. So yeah, it's a good labor pool. We do have a core, probably 20, that we pull from every week, and some have been with us since we launched. There's probably four of them, 4 operators that are still here from that initial launch.
We have a core group of associates from Veryable that we use that have been here pretty much from our startup. And with that core group, once we got our forecast and we knew what our demand was going to be for Labor Day, we use those associates to train new Veryable associates to actually do some quite detailed work, whether it's the picking of the product, which has to be very accurate, as well as our packing and eventually boxing and shipping out to the customer. So yeah, Veryable was very instrumental in helping us train those new associates that once we were done with the peak, obviously we didn't need them anymore, and we were able to reduce staff at that point just by touch of a button.
Yeah, I mean, everything's, is cost per order. And we are able to keep that as minimal as we can with Veryable. Full times with the peaks and valleys that we see a lot more valley than we do peaks, and it's very fast and very short durations of them. So being able to kind of throttle that headcount here has been just tremendous as far as savings. Being able to have an on-demand labor situation's like nothing I've been around, but it's working great. From orders coming in from e-commerce, we see volume changes with that. But also we have projects where we do kit a lot of things here. So we might see one week where we do need an additional capacity to kit, so we add in operators for that. And then also we have some other projects where we might just need to be labeling something, so we can bring in operators for just that specific project. And then after the project's over with, we don't have to, hang on to that additional labor. Working with the variable operators are just like any, they could be our full-time employee. I don't see really any difference. They all come in prepared. A majority of them have worked in a warehouse environment, and everybody just jumps right in, and we're able to put them to task, give them the instructions. And that was one of my fears early on, was about training and stuff like that. And speaking with our Veryable reps, they said, no, I mean, they've been around warehouses before. They're gonna understand, the gist of it. Maybe not exactly what you would like them to do, but show them some instruction and let them go. And sure enough, it's all working out.
The relationship between our full-time team and Veryable it's been flawless. It's just seamless. I mean, it's really picking up the phone, using the app, saying what we need, when we need things, kind of giving a forecast when we're gonna kind of blow up a little bit, as well as just, putting out the bids for the associates to accept and to come in. It's been pretty seamless.
Working with Veryable, I mean, I treat it definitely more of a partnership. I think anybody who's had dealings with other solutions can be a little bit slow to respond and react to issues that you might be having, but the Veryable crew, from the local guys to the regional guys, have always been very, picking up the phone and calling us to check in, or vice versa. We're asking them having an issue, and they fix it faster than a lot of my vendors for other things. So yeah, it's been a great experience, and truly value the partnership.
It's tough to carry a large staff when you have peaks and valleys. So it's nice to be able to basically on demand bring in extra associates when needed, or reduce the staff when needed. I
mean, it's all about keeping our cost per unit, labor cost per unit, as low as we possibly can by being able to, throttle up and throttle down with our labor. That allows us to put money in other places, whether, it's R&D, marketing, somewhere, instead of having this big bucket for just a labor cost. So it allows us just to spend money elsewhere, or to grow our brand and our product, sell more products.